Our first guest has a new book out where the main character is staring down his 50th birthday and finds himself with some unfinished business. Give it up for the author of No Way Back Today, Eric Shoars, everybody.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Great to be here, Jason. Thank you.
Whether it's a song or the idea for a movie or a book, there's always some sort of catalyst. People say you write about what you know. Where did the idea for this book come from?
It was October 2017, and I was less than
I love that you know exactly what I love that.
It was October 2017. I was less than a year from my 50th birthday. And, you know, when you graduate high school, you have all your life in front of you, and then you hit a milestone or approach it like 50, and you start to look back.
Yeah.
So in October of 2017, I realized it had been 40 years since fourth grade, and where a dream on a playground sprung forth about some friends and I being in a rock and roll band.
Yeah.
And that never happened. And so as I'm thinking about unfinished business and nearing 50 and my friends nearing 50, I thought, well, that's never going to happen. And then I thought, well, why can't it? I have the power to write that story of if I would have gone to find my friends and said, let's do a reunion tour for a band that never existed.
So in reality, you were a fourth grader who dreamed of starting a rock band.
Yes.
So you made it happen, but just in the book.
Yes.
I love that. I love that.
And it's very much fiction, but I try to ground it in reality because I want people to read the book, but I also want them to experience the book and to question, you know, wait a minute, did I miss something? Did this really happen? And so, you know, one of the venues that we play is First Avenue. And so to promote that
It's a heck of a venue, Eric. That is, yeah, if we're going to pick a venue.
Hey, if you're going to dream, dream big.
Yeah.
And so we appear on the Jason Show, and you help us promote that first show.
Yeah, so we're the Jason Show. I got to tell you, we were in the production office, and we were reading, I think it was the press release or something, and we had to read it like 4 times. We're like, does the book mention our show? Like, is it the Jason Show's in the book? And it was, yeah. So thank you very much. It was very nice of you.
I hope I did you justice
You
in
did.
the book.
You did. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. What did you learn? Just like the catalyst for an idea comes from someplace, I also think that whether you're writing fiction or an autobiography, you learn something about yourself, since this is very personal. What did you learn about yourself in writing this, even though it's fiction?
I think part of it, of what I learned, is the power of relationships and how relationships, even at an early age, can affect you later in life. And I think also what I learned was we all have those naysayers. Well, you're not good enough to do that, or you don't come from the right family, the right background, the right whatever. And we tend to accept opinion as fact, as opposed to somebody's opinion.
Did you let people kind of squash your, like, did you ever?
Oh, very much so.
You let people squash your, yeah.
And it's in the book, you know. Part of the reason the band didn't happen was my 6th grade music teacher told me I couldn't sing. And when I took band in 7th grade, because I wanted to play drums so desperately.
Yeah.
And a week into band, everybody has their instruments but me. And I went to the band teacher after week 1 and said, when are my drums coming?
Yeah.
And he said, well, I didn't think you'd be any good at it, so I didn't bother ordering it for you. Yeah, true story. So the rock and roll dream died there.
Right then. That's
right
when
then.
the trajectory of your life changed.
Because if I couldn't sing, that was no big deal. But if I couldn't play drums, then I'm done.
Yeah.
And that's where that catalyst began.
Who was your inspiration? Who was your musical inspiration growing up?
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Joan Jett and the Blackhearts and Sheila E. were just right at the top.
Oh. Well, I'll give you good news. Sheila E. has sat in the where you're sitting right there. Yeah, so you're... Right, we had these chairs with Sheila, didn't we? Yeah, we had these chairs. Yeah, yeah.
I think I have room in my car for this
Exactly, yeah. A mug back there. We had their mug back there, too. How long? I am always in awe of writers because it is a part of my brain. It's a skill I do not possess, and I admire writers. How long did it take you to write this?
From start to finish, about 2 years.
2 years.
And that includes editing, because it's a polishing process. But I will tell you, I got a major case of writer's block about 3 months in and couldn't figure out how to get out of it. And I was out shoveling snow one Saturday, and I thought, I should do what Dad did. Because what my dad would do, he loved Agatha Christie and Louis L'Amour. He would read the last chapter of the book first. And if he didn't like how it ended, he wouldn't waste his time with the rest of it.
Oh, wow.
So I thought, well, I've got to write the end of the book. So I
You
wrote
started
the
backwards?
last 2 paragraphs, so I knew how it ended.
And you started backwards.
And then I was off and rolling.
Was the beginning hard to crack, story-wise?
No, because the beginning is essentially what I've just,
In reverse.
from remembering, fourth grade to, let's go out and find the friends and convince them that we should do this band thing.
Well, write another book, mention us again, and come back again.
I would love to.
There we go. Aaron
do it.
Shoars, everybody, for more information. And again, support local artists. Head to onionsreunion.com. And if you miss a segment, we'll post on Facebook a little bit later. Go support Eric. We love local authors. Still ahead,
Thank
we're
you.
headed.